I'm Wills Elliman with Newmark Grubb Knight Frank in the Wilmington, Delaware office. Today we are interviewing Robert Herrera of The Mill, which is the coolest concept in Delaware since the invention of gunpowder.
The reality is, in the development world, in the office space world, gone are the days of the madman-sized offices, right? Where you have an office that's huge for one person to sit around. My office is literally 2 feet by 1 foot, and I flip it open, and I can work from anywhere in the world. So I don't need that, right? So the big corporate guys, the banks, your huge health service companies, they're laying off people by the hundreds. Office spaces are downsizing, and if you don't believe me, ask any office developer across the country. They will tell you that this is the case. So these are the guys that are begging for this sort of model because they're seeing this trend happening before anybody else is. They're the canary, if you will. So that's where this started becoming more and more relevant. Stop being little kids in the collaborative space and having good ideas, is that the office world started grabbing hold of it and saying, please, we want that kind of thing. And then it started getting more exciting when people were trying it out. And one of the first that I was familiar with, there was one out on the West Coast at that point, but there was a company called Green Desk, which was really, really early mover in Brooklyn. 2 young guys, as the story goes, as I'm told, built it in an abandoned warehouse or a rundown location with a developer, and the developer since bought them out. And with that, they started WeWork. And WeWork sort of set the tone and the model for this being successful and growing quickly. But there's been a ton out there that have been successful, not successful, gone after this round, focus on arts, focus on this. And I think it's an exciting time because they're gonna continue to grow and evolve. In terms of who's the coolest out there now, to be honest, I'm not one who keeps up with every competitor out there, every market out there. I actually, in watching Sam from Dogfish Head as an inspiration, talk about looking at inspiration right on your front doorstep. He purposely does not watch any of his other competitors in that space of beer, right? They're all too busy watching him because he's doing crazy collaborations with the Grateful Dead or a pickling company or a sausage company for that matter, or whomever. He does such amazingly creative things. And I think that I like to focus on my company, my innovation, and what we're going to do differently, and not watching people just to simply do it different, but listening to the clientele and what they need, what they experience, how they do, what they want to do differently. Like we're already developing new roles and things that I would have never thought of myself just by listening to our members and what's their day-to-day struggle. What can we provide you to make it easier? Do you need a sound booth room? What would be cooler, you know? Is it walking desks that you can exercise on while you type? I don't know. It's different for every location too. I think we're going to cautiously move into other cities. I'm very careful. I think the world's gone mad in some respects of people trying to scale above all else and lose sense of their quality, particularly in that space. I think that in co-working space, there's a very tangible local community aspect that makes one successful and another one not. But there's a beautiful scale aspect to it where you can connect freelancers across the world. So both appeal to me, but I think we're going to scale in a very pointed, directed, and meaningful way, if that makes sense. So to answer your question, yes, we are looking to grow.